The story of the threesome begins at a lively wedding party where Connor, an ordinary guy in his early 30s working a typical office job, attends as the plus one of his best friend Greg, a witty and sharp-tongued gay man. There, Connor runs into Olivia, a former co-worker who's long been the object of his admiration. They once had a close connection in the past, but it never developed further because Olivia felt Connor was too safe and lacked ambition. Olivia, now working as a waitress at the event, looks carefree and spontaneous as always. At first, Olivia brushes him off, but after some advice from Greg, Connor starts talking to Jenny, a woman in her mid to late 20s, sitting alone after being ditched by her date. Jenny comes from a strict, conservative, religious family, making her seem naive and shy, yet curious to explore new experiences after her disappointing evening. As the night goes on, things heat up. Connor, Olivia, and Jenny begin drinking and dancing together. When Olivia sees Connor having fun with Jenny, she inserts herself into their conversation, creating a charged tension. With her impulsive nature, Olivia jokingly suggests something wild, a threesome. At first, Jenny hesitates, influenced by the alcohol, but eventually agrees to try something new. Connor, seeing it as a chance to get close to Olivia again, joins in. The three head to an apartment, maybe a hotel or one of their places, and the scene transitions into an intimate moment that fades to black before showing anything explicit. The next morning, while Olivia is either still asleep or already gone, Jenny and Connor share a private moment again, this time in a spontaneous way, without proper protection, even though Connor had used one during the previous night. After that night, Connor believes it's his golden chance to rekindle something with Olivia. He starts visiting the bar where she works as a bartender, and soon they officially start dating. Their relationship develops quickly. They seem happy, with Connor being loyal and Olivia her passionate self, though her impulsive side starts to show. They even talk about the future, like a hypothetical baby girl named Alice. Connor feels like his life is finally perfect, but weeks later, everything changes when Jenny comes back into his life. She contacts Connor and tells him she's pregnant, from that private morning after the threesome. Connor is shocked. At first, he suggests that Jenny consider other options since he feels unprepared, but Jenny, grounded in her religious beliefs, decides to keep the baby. She doesn't tell her conservative family the full truth. Instead, she says Connor is her committed partner, not a fling from that one night. That forces Connor to pretend to be Jenny's boyfriend in front of her parents, attending family events like the baby shower and awkwardly keeping up the act. Things get even more complicated when Olivia also discovers she's pregnant. She had missed a birth control pill around the time of the threesome and tells Connor the baby is his. Now Connor is stuck between two unexpected pregnancies. He tries to support both, being emotionally present for Jenny and maintaining a romantic relationship with Olivia. But Olivia begins showing a more emotional, unstable side. She's anxious, impulsive, and starts blaming both Connor and Jenny, even though she initiated the threesome in the first place. At one point, feeling unprepared for motherhood, she even considers other options, but ultimately decides to keep the baby. During this unstable period, Olivia reconnects with her married ex, Kevin, who also works at the bar. They share a brief rekindled fling lasting about 6 weeks, while her relationship with Connor is rocky. Olivia believes Kevin took precautions, but he didn't. From there, Connor and Olivia's relationship rides constant highs and lows. Olivia often panics, changes her mind, and reacts emotionally, only to regret it later. There's a touching scene where she struggles to assemble a baby crib alone, and Connor shows up to help, singing softly to lighten her mood, showing his caring side. Greg, Connor's loyal friend, provides humor throughout, cracking jokes with Jenny during car rides or helping Connor survive awkward family moments at Jenny's house. Meanwhile, Jenny continues hiding the truth from her family, but the emotional weight builds. Her parents support her pregnancy despite their disappointment, while Jenny, ever the people-pleaser, feels crushed by guilt and fear of confrontation. As the story nears its climax, Jenny and Olivia go into labor around the same time. Connor rushes back and forth at the hospital trying to be there for both. Jenny gives birth first to a healthy baby girl, Connor's biological child. On that same day, Jenny's family learns the truth about what really happened, forcing her to face reality. Soon after, Olivia gives birth to her daughter, whom she names Alice, the name she and Connor once dreamed up together. But then, the truth comes out through a DNA test. Olivia's baby isn't Connor's, it's Kevin's from their brief fling. Connor is devastated, feeling betrayed after 9 long months of belief and commitment. Olivia breaks down, apologizes, and begs for forgiveness, saying she felt lonely and wants to make things right, even suggesting that Jenny be part of the parenting circle as a friend. In the end, the story closes on a heartfelt note. Connor chooses to co-parent with Jenny without pursuing a romantic relationship. They remain friends, committed to raising their child together. Despite his pain, Connor forgives Olivia and gives her a second chance. They eventually reunite, and Connor helps raise Olivia's daughter, even though she isn't his. The film ends with a touching post-credits scene, Connor and Olivia's wedding, with Greg delivering a funny speech reminiscing about how their love story began from that wild, unconventional night. Overall, the threesome explores themes of responsibility, forgiveness, and the consequences of impulsive choices. Each character remains imperfect. Connor is too kind, Olivia self-centered, and Jenny too passive, but that's exactly what makes the story deeply human.